Okay, good morning, guys. I hope everyone is okay. Uh, and I hope your trading goes well. So I've been a bit of maybe 1 or 2 weeks absent, and that was probably because I wasn't trading much. The last trade I took was on Monday, and I can show you the trade as well. So the last trade was on Monday, and since then I'll be focusing mostly. I'm just refining my process, my journaling, because I used to journal in Notion, and it was quite extensive, my journaling. And as a result, it wasn't like I wasn't visiting again my journal. And the point of journaling is basically to revisit and reviewing what you did mistake, what you did well, and everything. But if it's like very detailed, you're not gonna visit it. Or if it's somewhere like Notion, like you have too many pages and you have to go through everything, and then you just don't do it. So I decided to move everything in TradeViz. So when I log in my date, when I log in my data, uh, I just gonna scrabble it straight away, uh, put some screenshots, take me like 10 minutes to write everything, and keep the notes very well organized. I will show you later. So I can have everything in one place. So later on, I can just revisit, do my reviews and everything. But let me show you first my Monday trading. That was the last time I traded. That was on the 14th. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, that was this trade. That was this trade. We basically, let me see if I have more. Yeah. So this is the bigger picture. This is when we came. That was a big, if you remember, that was the big imbalance up that happened. It was during the Trump news, tariffs, but also was building a base for a long time. So we came through here, and it was bought right at the month previous DVV WAP in the quarterly, and then we saw some short squeeze. So basically, when I entered this position, I saw two things. I saw a gap up on the previous day. I'm gonna show you later, like with a bit more detail. So I saw a gap up, and then I saw that it was opening above yesterday's previous day distribution. That, along with a retest of a level 2 times, just gave me the confirmation to put a long position with only 1 micro, just limited the risk, and I held it until the opening, right at the right before the quarterly previous DVAV WAP here, which also was the weekly highs, was the monthly DVA high. There were like a lot of bearish conference factors, so that's why I decided to take it there. So in more detail now, we see the gap up here. What happened? The yesterday's previous day distribution was around here, I think, or here. So it opened above, and the significance is that I saw the price holding above yesterday's distribution and above the 54.50, which is a technical level. After I saw this, I missed this opportunity to enter at a better position. So I decided to open right here, thinking that that would be that would be the breakout. Instead, price decided to come back and test it again, and then it just lift off. And yeah, that just held the same trade until the whole ETH, right where about that's where I had set my target at 54.97. Which is basically just right at the top. I took into consideration, as I always do, like the 90% of the target and everything. So that's why I ended. And then I just left it for the whole ETH, and I got it right on the spot. You see, I'm not sure if I have, yeah, I have more detail. So basically price went, you see where I got out was 54.97. Basically I got around here, just right at the top. Which is really nice trade. And I got around, I risked 150 and I got 300. So basically it was like a 2-hour trade. I had my stop a little bit wide just in case it blips below and goes. So that's why the 2-hour. Anyway, yeah, I've been saying before that in this week, like from Tuesday until today, and probably for the next week as well, there was a chance because it's Christian Easter now, so there's a low volume in the market. It's holidays as well, so I say now it's a chance to do something I always wanted to do, and that's me to organize myself a little bit with the notes and everything. Um I'm just gonna show you how I did it. So basically, so if you go, let's say if you go to a specific day, and let's say let's go to this one, okay? Okay. So what I do all this time now is basically I have too many trades, I have to merge them, refining them into smaller ones. So here we are, and let's say we just let's say that you write so you have everything here. You have the stop loss, you have your profit target, you have your template, you have your tags, and everything is nice and tidy. Here you again you can put some screenshots. I have a template. So this is my trading review. So simple. Great. Reason for this grade. Why I put this grade? The trade was planned, no? What's the rationale? What's the logic behind the trade? That was the entry, my trading management. If the trading was worth the risk, what's the exit strategy, and any other like notes I need to keep. And that's basically like takes me around 10-15 minutes for each trade. So everything nice and tidy. And now we see that all these notes I put here, it can be viewed in this function here. You see notes. So there's two type of notes. So basically TradeView has three type of notes. It has trade notes, which is this one. And from every note you put on every trade, you can see it here actually. You can filter it by date if you want. If you want to find a specific date, you can pull your tags up, you can see here. And then you can filter those tags. So it can show you, so for example, you want to see one day how you performed on a fail breakdown, let's see. You put this one here, just show you all the fail breakdowns. Then if you want furthermore, you can just specify which day you're interested in, and you can find that everything here. So you can see. Then you can click and you can see further inside all the details. But or if you want to decide, you can have you can have a quick scroll down and you can see everything without even opening the trade, which is an amazing feature. As I said, you can see also like you can put favorites. These are all the notes, by the way. So if you can click multiple notes if you want to meet multiple criteria. So if you click all notes, all the notes are going to appear, the trade notes and the day notes. The day notes is more like a general thing. You can make your prep. Your review in the same one, or like me, if I don't trade, I write why I didn't trade today and what else work I did in the meanwhile. I may be doing reviews. I maybe do something else like reading, something else trading related. So you can filter trade notes or trading day notes. I have only 2 so far. Sorry, I have more, just they don't appear. Okay. So yeah, basically I had 1 day note. It was like on Monday, and then I just write every day what I did for the day. I may not be trading, but I may be do something else trading related. So I just need to keep a track of it. And everything is nice and tidy. And you can filter whatever you want. If you want, you can even search. For example, you can say, I want to show my red day or not. I put some search. Oh yeah, I haven't tagged it as a red day. Let's see. If you have a tag on a day, it can show you the tag. So if you put like imbalance, I hope it does work. Yeah, I'm not sure now why it doesn't show, but I did it in the past. And if you have a tag in a trade, and it can show you basically can filter out and it can show you like in the search notes about the tags. But it's also like uh, it's a nice thing to have. So basically, I'll be doing this for now, and what I'll be searching for is as well is, as you know, I'll be doing very well in March, and about my accounts now. I'm going to talk about my accounts because I had a top up account which I brought it from minus 1k, which I had a big drawdown here because I didn't respect my DLL. Then from minus 1k, I brought it up to 2k, you see here. And then I'm listening to advice from an experienced trader, and he said, "Oh, you have, great stats and everything. So uh, let's push a little bit further and just raise your size." But the thing is, that wasn't the time to raise my size because there was a great volatility in the market, and in this volatility conditions, you need to size down and not size up. So what I was doing, I was doing like perfectly fine. And that day, yeah, there was great volatility. I got stopped out. I hit my DLL, and then I lost all the progress which I had. Bring me basically back to zero now. So I decided I'm not gonna be doing another evaluation. I think it's a waste of time. What I'll be doing from now on, I'm gonna show you, because I think it's a waste of time basically to go through another month and a half, and then another month and a half to be a caution, and it's gonna take like forever. And because I have a solid strategy, I'll show you later. I can take this risk and open this account. So I found this one account with the top one futures. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, so just a recommendation. I found these ones, and to be honest, this company is a new one, and normally I'm very very hesitated in opening accounts with new prop firms because I told in the past I was burned with fast track trading, which was like a new company, very promising. They had zero commissions and they had straight fund account. I said, okay, I'm gonna take it, and I managed to build during the Trump's elections. I managed to build from. I took the small account. I took the 25k, I think, or the 10k they had. So basically, the whole account was 1.5k. So I managed to build this 1.5k up to 7k, and I was very close to the payout. When the payout day came, just I got an email from them just in the morning, and they were saying the prop firm is closed, so sorry for that, and we'll reimburse you. And But I don't care about the reimbursement. I mean, by the way, I haven't got any reimbursement since then. That's been around a year now. But I don't care about the 80 bucks. The thing is, I had a 7K, like 7K balance inside that was about to withdraw it. And yeah, that pissed me off. And since I decided not to open any account with the new prop firms, the difference with this one is the same owners of this company, they have another CFD company. I don't know the name yet, but I'll find it out and I'll share it. Um, yes, they have a CFD company which been known for 2 years, I think, and they're doing very well. They have really nice reviews on the internet. They have 24-hour support, very fast response. I think they reply within the hour by email and within a few minutes by chat, which is impressive. Also, the payouts is they're really fast. The payouts, I think their payouts is within the hour or 2 hours. So they have really nice reviews, and they have already a company which goes very well on the CFD part, forex and stuff. So they decided to open a futures, and I'm very well thinking maybe next month or the month after, depending of my budget, to open an instant sim funded account. Basically there's no evaluation. So I was thinking of getting this 50K. As you see, there's until April, until the end of April, there is a 50% discount, which is amazing. Daily loss, there is also daily loss limit, but if you have your own daily loss limit, you're not gonna get anywhere near it, that's the way it should be. There's a trailing drawdown, which I don't really care because I'm gonna trade small anyway. Drawdown is the end of the day, which is nice. So they have a combination of the end of the day drawdown and trailing max drawdown. You have the freedom to do up to 50 micros or 5 minis, which is a lot, to my taste anyway. So there's the option. There is a 15 days, so you can request a payout every 14 days. And there is an add-on. So if you go like later in the payment section, you can pay 15% more in the price, but you can request anytime you want. It's amazing. There is a consistency rule of 20%, which good to have in order also like to build your account. Max account 3, and here you can say, for example, like you can sort out amount of capital is 50K, monthly profit rate. Yeah, so here we are. So if you have like a monthly profit rate about 2K, which was my case, you would have an annual profit of 24K, but that's before the compound and everything. Yeah, here shows actually you can choose your capital, you can choose the account size, and then it can show you what's the because there's 20% consistency, so it can show you what's the maximum monthly money you can make. So basically here it says like 10,000 is the maximum you can earn with this account because there's a 20% consistency, which is decent. I mean, very decent. And so this one they collaborate with the Project X. I never used Project X, but I watched a few tutorials and sounds professional platform, so it should be okay. It has psychology courses and has other courses which not interested in them, so I already have my own strategy. So here it's like a account option, start funding, simple, daily drawdown, you can have it if you want. End of the day, allows news to trade, profit split, you take everything up to 20K and then there's 90% profit split, which is decent. So also which here includes comprehensive trading course, which is not interesting. After three payouts, only three payouts, you're going to live account, which is really nice. Payouts, you can have it on demand if you want, you just have to pay 15% extra. Payouts processing time less than 4 hours on average. Support 24/7. Support response time less than 60 seconds. That's within the chat option. And you can scale up. There's also like a scale up to live funds up to 2.5 million, which is insane. And you can read all the ask questions. What's the minimum payout? So the minimum payout is 2% of your balance. So basically, if you take the option of the on-demand payout, since you hit the 2% of your balance, you can just request a payout anytime you want, which is amazing. Imagine, let's say you have the month, okay, you close the month up to 2K, okay? So basically, 1%, so you can multiply by 2. So the minimum amount, if you have a 2,000, the minimum amount is only $40. Uh, yes, so if you don't have the two minimum, you just need to continue trading. You're allowed to use. How does it work? So basically, it's worth a try. The prices are insane. They're really, really good. If you take especially the offer. They also offer a demo account with like normal prices, like Top Step, for example, like there's the same price as Top Step, same profit target, daily loss limits a bit better. It has a max trailing drawdown as well. As a reset fee, and actually, yeah, this is basically the same price as Top Step. So you can choose like between whatever you want. But it's a great option. So I was thinking of buying an account with them, and also I'm gonna be moving uh, from TradingView. I'm gonna be moving again to Sierra Chat because it's a more professional environment, gives you more freedom. I used to have some problems with Sierra Chat platform in the past, some bugs. I had to reinstall it and all those kind of things. But yeah, despite that, I think it's worth it because it gives you, like, as I said, great flexibility. And you can have a lot of tools with the same price because TradingView, if you want order flow or if you want TPO, you have to pay double the price you're paying. While with the same price as the basic program of the TradingView, you can get everything. So it's totally worth it. And I'll be using TPO in the past to create custom CVAs and trading areas, which helped in the past to have just more convictions in my trading, basically. Uh, so yeah, I'm happy to go back in the Sierra charts and take this challenge. I'm gonna take a new challenge, see how it goes. One thing I'll be doing, another thing I'll be doing, I want to mention about, I'll be doing this week. Uh, I got introduced to ChatGPT. I knew about ChatGPT, but my friend says, you can use it in trading. See how? You can just put in your trading stats and it can show you the projected uh, projected profits. I mean, how is your strategy going to go well? Because you may have a short example. I had the example of 150 trades. Um, so I put in my stats, and it can show you like the projected profits or losses, how your account is about to go if you're trading the same style. So basically, it can show your strength, the strength of your strategy, or if it lacks, or and very very useful stats. So I put in my stats and I said I have a strategy with 40% win rate. That was my win rate in March. And my average winner is this, and my average loser is this. Basically almost a 1 to 2. And it says imagine I have on average these trades. It's basically I had 6 trades per day. So this is six trades multiplied by 360 for a year. It just give me a 10 projected equity course to do a deep dive into risk matters such as RP and Sortino ratios. What are Sharpe and Sortino ratios for those? I didn't know about them. So it says like Sharpe ratio is one of the most widely used methods for measuring risk-adjusted relative returns. And basically it measures uh, the ratio between your risk and between your returns. Sortino is kind of like similar one. Is a variation of the Sharpe ratio that differentiates harmful volatility from total over volatility by using the asset standard deviation from negative portfolio. Yeah, it's kind of like the similar ones. It just differentiates. It removes the overall volatility and takes more into account the assets deviation, like losses. What's the pattern there? Um, and I run everything, and it gave me this trajectory over a sample of 1400 trades. Imagine I'm here somewhere here, the hard trades, 150 trades. And he says that the strategy performs breakdown over 1 year, has a solid positive expectancy of an average final balance, that's per year, very good Sharpe ratio. It couldn't give me a Sortino ratio because there wasn't enough sample on the drawdown side. It gives interpretation, which is insane. It says Sharpe ratio very strong, anything above is considered professional level. I have 3.2, 3.3 almost. Sortino ratio NA, max down 1.1k. Equity curve, they curves like end higher than they started. It's a statistical money maker, which is like basically tells you that your strategy is solid, it's going to produce money, statistically speaking. And then I run some other as well, compounded performance metrics. You can do like a lot of analysis. You can put whatever you want in there and it will calculate for you. I run multiple scenarios. You can put in volatility. For example, I think, let me see if I find it. Let's see. So I think I asked once to run it with 5% volatility, which we saw recently. I think it was, yeah, test the strategy with 4% volatile markets. So did the markets with almost 6,000 samples. And it says here's your strategy perform, and when we introduce daily 4% market volatility as a multiplier on trade outcomes. Sharpie ratio is okay. Sortino ratio is nice. Strategy is robust even with noisy market conditions. Drawdown stayed stable. Volatility didn't drastically hurt downside exposure. Slight bump in performance due to volatility creating bigger winning streaks on average. So even with volatile markets, it's going to perform. Yeah, so basically it's a nice way to test your strategy if you put in your results. So basically what I put in is, as I said, my winning strike and my average winner and loser, and came up with all these interpretations, which is insane. So you can use it for your own strategy, put in, see where you lack, where you're doing very well, and it will show you the sustainability of your strategy. What I've been working on, let's go back to TradeViz. What I've been working on now, and why I've been doing all reviews of the March trades, is my plan is to go through all the trades I took in the March and put a tag on them, uh, say, this trade follow my failed breakdown strategy. The other one was breakout or whatever. So in the end, I'm gonna have a breakdown of all my trades, and it's gonna show me statistics based on my strategy. From there, I can see which strategy is more profitable, which one has more expectancy, which I barely know now, but it's gonna prove it mathematically then. And then I can define which one is my A setup, B setup, and so on. And then I can scale in. I can put some more risk if I'm gonna take, an A plus strategy. So this is what I've been working on. Uh, this is gonna take 1 or 2 more weeks, that's for sure. I don't really plan to trade again until the end of the month. So for the next days, I'm just gonna be focusing on this one, just building a solid, journaling process, reviewing process, and yeah, I'm gonna come back probably in around 10 to 15 days when I have everything, everything in place. And yeah, I'll make another video then, and we'll keep updating you. Okay, have a nice day, and I hope you're having a nice Easter with your families, and enjoying their presents, and have a nice time. And yeah, I'll see you then early next month probably. Take care.